and welcome back to another episode of UltrasXI. I'm Joe,
And I'm Alex.
and we're joined by our good friend Mario.
What's going on,
Mario the
boys?
Milan fan.
Yeah, I see what we did there.
Yeah.
The Milan fan.
Double M.
Before we get started on something we were going to talk about, buy our shirts. Straight to the point.
I honestly, it's at first I didn't like it. Now Joe is just growing on me, man. The way you're just buy your shirts.
Just buy the shirts. There's no way to
Don't even
glamorize it anymore.
Not even tell them
You're just-
where to go, guys. Just buy the shirts.
buy the shirts.
Check it out, guys. Ultras.com. Go buy something nice and sexy.
Soon I'm going to be our model for the website.
He won't
you
be,
know?
guys. Trust me. Don't
No,
worry.
never. I'm too good looking for that. Anyways, straight to business here. We're gonna do a little talk about Serie A because a lot has happened over the weekend.
Especially between you two.
We're gonna end
My good
off.
friend, eh?
We're gonna end off with me and Mare talking. I do want to actually commend somebody. I want to commend Juve quickly.
Finally, holy.
8 straight games without conceding a goal.
Yep.
That's actually a pretty
It's impressive.
Yeah, like as much as anyone would hate to admit it,
24 out of 24 points.
That's actually a mental
It's-
stat. They were literally dead at one point, written off for even a top 4 spot.
Allegri figured it out.
Joe,
Allegri's tactic? Just let
Never-
the players go on and play.
Go do your thing.
Pass to the guy with the same shirt as you.
never mind formations. Just pass to the guy with the same shirt as you. Simple.
That is actually what Allegri came out and said.
You think
So
we're
quoting
joking?
him.
That was an Allegri quote.
Or pass to the Italians.
Yeah, well, that's what they
Chiesa's
do.
back, pass to Chiesa.
Yeah,
Done.
give it to Chiesa. He'll take you to church right afterwards. It's that simple.
But dude, I think like the other fans obviously they had a very fun time seeing Juve struggle at the beginning.
I didn't.
But honestly, like dude, watching them, I was like, I didn't see. I never thought like this was even gonna be possible. I thought like hopefully we can fight for top, but dude, like the way they've been playing now, and like I know they're not nice. Not all of them are nice wins. They're scraping. They're getting those last minute goals, but man, like just defensively, like they look like that BBC team that you're confident again in the back.
Okay,
To be fair,
Not
though,
as good, but Joe, I'm watching them and I'm confident when we're defending now.
Yeah.
The last 2-3
Hey,
years
sure.
watching
8
them,
games,
like,
zero
8
goals.
games, 0
but-
goals. I'd be pretty fucking confident too.
but Joe, you at the beginning the last 3 years I did not have that. Not at
that's
all.
true.
And we still had like Chiellini, Bonucci, we even had Delict, but like dude, last year we finished the season with 13 clean sheets. Right now we have 12. And there's still a whole half of the season to go.
8 of those 12 literally happened in the last 8 games.
You're welcome. After the Milan.
Oh, I was gonna say, wait, what?
Meryl still wants to take credit for that Milan helped
I'll
you
live in
again
the
to
past a
form.
little bit.
Why?
Because after they beat us, that's when we went on this run of form.
Oh, so you're saying that Milan gave them a wake-up call and said,
Yeah.
hey, guys, get your heads out of your asses. We're Juve.
But technically, we went into like that little what's it called?
Ritaro.
Yeah, they went into that after the Champions League game we lost against.
Maccabi Haifa.
Yeah, after that, which
That
I
was
mean,
rough.
Honestly,
was,
I almost knocked that over. That's awkward. Anyways, for me, seeing Juve go downhill, you just knew that eventually that beast is gonna awaken again. And I kept on saying like with Allegri, like it's so hard to write him off because everyone says he's such a shit coach. He's this, he's that.
They wanted him out.
That exactly. Every Juve fan was begging for his
Oh.
head. But then eventually they came to their senses and they're like, wait, our board of directors actually sucks.
yeah.
They had a lot of
Allegri-
injuries, though.
Yeah,
to be
exactly,
fair.
and that's another
half their
thing, too.
team, half their starters were not even playing.
They had to make Danilo a center back.
Yeah.
For how long?
that's
Because they
rough.
didn't have a functional center back pairing.
Yeah.
Now Bremer and Gatti are looking like
I think more the problem came, and it was you saw it from the season when Ronaldo came, which was Allegri's last season.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone got so bored of winning. Everyone demanded this. Oh, we want to see beautiful football. We want to see like how Napoli plays. Look how they play. Look how they pass the
Yeah.
ball. Look, why can't we do that? Everyone was demanding this. That's why you saw us go through with Sadi. They brought in Sadi to bring that Sadi ball. Couldn't do it.
Everyone
Then
wants this glitz and glamour. You
Pirlo,
need it.
this young guy. Okay, you know what? He has some ideas. You know, let's go with him.
talk bad about him.
No,
I still think he
loved
had
him.
good numbers,
He
though.
did.
I
He
do.
did.
Yeah.
But he didn't have that experience. It's either you ride with him or you just don't go with him. You've fucked up that whole thing.
Now, do you think that this form will obviously like there's gonna be a time like Juve will concede?
I think now,
Realistically
Joe,
speaking. Yeah.
I think after
They have to.
after the beginning of the
Hopefully.
season where they were playing like that and they were still trying to play a style that Allegri doesn't do, so it was hard for him and it was hard for the players to understand. Now that I feel like they just said, okay, hey, do your thing and just we're gonna put our faith in your hands and let's see what you do. Now he's going back to the basics. I'm watching the games. It's not like I'm like, holy fuck, man, what a game. Like I wouldn't tell anybody to rewatch the games because a lot of them are boring. but they're getting the results. That's
you
what Juve
think,
did for the
Tony?
Good
longest thing.
teams find ugly ways to win.
It's true, man.
True, actually.
Look at Milan.
Doesn't matter if it's
how many
1-0
games-
or
the last-
17-0.
The last 2 seasons, you know what Milan and Inter did differently? They won those games that in the past they were losing them. Those ugly, those away games against Monza or
Roma still can't do
Cremonese,
it.
and you end up winning 1-0. They're not going to be a nice win, but those are the wins that will separate
those
you.
small teams, though, always give problems.
Oh, yeah.
They go into
Sure.
defensive mode. They put 10 guys back.
Yep.
It's not like an open play like when you're dealing with like Milan, Juventus, Inter, Juve, Napoli. It's all about forcing the play,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes gaps inside the midfield and whatnot. When you play those small teams, man, they go all defense, especially if
sure.
they score first.
Oh,
Yeah.
buddy, it's game over.
Game over.
They literally have that low block, and it's not just a low block with 5 defenders back. No, it's their 5 defenders. Then it's another 4 of their midfielders. Then you see their striker somehow playing like as a right wing back.
And then the goalie has the game of his career against the big teams, where it literally looks like there's 8 goalies in the net. It's ridiculous.
That's when they always wake up, man. It's
I
always when they
hate-
play the big team, they put on a masterclass performance.
Guys, just wait though. Napoli's doing well.
They have
but
to-
just wait until closer to the end of the season when these small teams are playing for their life to stay up top in Serie A. But it's a different game.
I'm calling it right now. I think after this Friday, if Juve win, I think that's gonna be that like Napoli's gonna go on a streak. Napoli's gonna go and like tie stupid games, lose another game.
Wait, do you guys play Napoli?
We play Napoli this Friday for Serie A.
fuck.
So if we win that game, it's a benefit for Juve and for Milan because we win that game. Milan and Juve are both tied right now. We're
Yeah.
both 4 points off of. As long as Milan win this
Maki
weekend.
Please.
They'll
David
be
Massa's they set us up for failure.
Roma helped you guys out a lot this
I
week,
know.
but it was still pretty fucking shit. I don't even want to brag about it. I would love to. I'm still gonna attack Milan because how the fuck do you let a 2-0 lead slip in?
Oh, hold on a second. David De Massa, yeah. did Mourinho get the payment? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Dude, corruption at its best.
So wait, you're
Are
saying
you kidding me?
So you're saying our coach that wasn't even there?
Why was he not there?
Suspension.
It was a setup.
Where was he though?
Dude,
It's true, actually.
No one knows where he was.
He could have been in the laundry
where
bin.
was he? Dude, that guy was counting bills. Bills is what he was counting. Okay?
Maybe that's why for that penalty that never got called. Maybe that's why maybe he was in the VAR room and he tied all the guys up. They're like, no, don't call anybody. You stay here. No, don't move.
I'm really liking Al's impression of Mourinho lately. It's been getting better and better.
I'm working on it.
Buddy.
Don't breathe heavily into the mic, like
Dude,
you know what?
please, yesterday after that going down, like we were up 2-0, 86 minutes.
Fake,
Okay?
I stopped watching.
I honestly
Dude,
almost had a
fake-
cardiac arrest.
fake Pogba with the cleanest finish.
It wasn't nice.
Nice
finish.
little small curler placed very
Dude, the
perfectly
game
in the
was
bottom left
done.
corner.
The
I literally
game was
looked
done.
at the TV. I changed. Like 2 minutes before that goal, I saw the goal. I was like, okay, that's a game over.
I'm a Roma fan,
Changed?
and I honestly think I'm cursing Roma every time I watch the game. We shit the bed. The game before against Bologna, I fell asleep within the first 2 minutes of the game. Wake up in the 80th minute. Oh, we're winning 1-0. As I'm watching it, then they're fucking dominating us. I'm like, I'm done. I can't watch this. I watched the Torino game live. Whatever. Second I shut it off, Dybala scores, Belotti does this, whatever. Oh my god, we tied the
So you
game.
just gotta stop watching.
Milan, I stopped watching after Pobega scored, and I'm like,
Here we
fuck
go.
these guys, I'm fucking done. This
Yeah.
is the grossest soccer I've ever seen Roma play.
Do you want to see Roma win a Scudetto?
Shut it off. If I want to see them win a Scudetto, I can't watch a game.
Yeah,
Really.
just pick another team.
I'm just
Pick another team.
I started supporting Spal.
Joe stops watching now for the rest of the season. He goes to check it into the season. Roma's first place. They win the first Scudetto in
I'm
20
telling you right now,
years.
I used to look forward to watching games, but now I know
You're a curse.
I am a fucking curse.
Yeah.
I am Eddie Mush.
But to be fair, there's a lot of bad calls. In
oh
Serie
yeah,
A,
well I was gonna
man.
say
Like,
besides
besides
curses,
Roma being absolutely shit.
we haven't
that-
scored a goal
put
in
that
open
aside,
play in how
okay?
long?
The refereeing has
Listen.
been atrocious. All
But
I think
all
he was
across.
perfect. I think he
Serie A.
was perfect.
No, shut up.
I'll give you credit though. Roma's 2 goals were good goals, clean
yeah.
goals.
I don't think so.
Milan's
they were.
defense fell apart. They fell asleep.
No,
I'll give it to you guys. We screwed up. We fell asleep. We costed our own destiny.
Kalulu's
I get
controller
it.
died.
Whatever.
That's why he
sure.
just stood there and he's like,
Sure, no problem. But it would have been a different game. That not only was it not called as a handball, but VAR did not review it at all. Usually, like I said, the referee's always in, like the VAR's always in the ref's ear. Whenever there's an offside, wherever there's a potential penalty, it didn't happen. Okay, that's what bothers me. Plus Zaniolo, that should have been.
Did you say his name twice like that?
Zaniolo.
Because Zaniolo's always there. He makes me nervous.
Say it a third time and he pops up like Beetlejuice.
No, it just makes me nervous.
I think
man.
he feels the way about Zaniolo the same way that you feel about Theo.
Oh,
No, but you
hate
can't
Theo.
compare. Like Zaniolo's like nothing compared to Theo.
Oh, here we go.
Dude, nothing.
Stop.
What do you mean? The guy's one injury away from death. Literally. He's got no knees.
He's got a point.
I have
Roma
no knees.
is banking on a player.
Are you a professional
that
soccer
has
player?
no knees?
you
No
started a
knees.
podcast because of that.
I just want to say this one thing about Zaniolo. Yes, I agree. Injury prone, made of glass.
He has no knees.
Made of glass.
That's
I'm
like a
gonna say he
tennis
has
player
no
not
knees.
having arms. Come on.
I do agree. Listen, I do agree. His injuries are getting the best of him and everything like that. But my biggest thing is Zaniolo offers more than everything else.
He's a pain in the ass.
Exactly. Who else do we have that's a pain in the ass?
Yeah, but the referees are not giving him cards. That's why he's going
Yeah,
around
and
the field being a pain in the ass.
last year, this guy's getting his fucking neck stomped on his chest. He's
Good.
getting his shirt taken off. And oh no, you know what? He's a big guy. You're good. Don't worry.
No, but now he's taking off other people's shirt, like Theo. That's a
Good.
second. No, it's not good.
Yeah, what
it
goes
shows
around
the
comes around.
inconsistency of Serie A.
That
is what it
okay,
shows.
yes. But you know what? If it's gonna happen to anyone, it should be Theo Hernandez. No offense
Why?
to Theo. My theory, my thing with Theo is this:
He's too fast.
he's a bullet.
Thank you.
He is strong as hell. Let's get
you.
real. He's a physical prowess.
He's my baby angel.
in
Thank you.
every way.
He is strong, but he goes down way too easy.
Yeah, dude.
I
Dude,
will
you
agree
breathe
with.
heavily, and oh my god, he falls.
That
to
I
the
don't.
ground.
That's the
No.
only thing. That's one thing
Dude,
is down.
if
Like I don't like about
guys,
him. Either.
If he didn't go down as easily as he did, the amount of times he would have railed Roma's side,
Good players.
he would have fucking
Guys,
destroyed
this is
them.
a soccer podcast. This is what they do.
no,
But man, come on,
Dude, you didn't hear about the school in Italy? When you're 8 years old, you get sent to school, they teach you how to dive, and that's what it is.
Well, he's not Italian.
get the calls.
He's not Italian.
Well, but he wants
He's
to be
French,
Italian.
and he grew up in
That-
Spain. Then tell him to play for Italy because we need to left
I
back.
know, for real. That's
If he
true.
wants to be
that,
Italian.
that honestly, I feel like you'll see it changing once like. As
Maybe
he gets
maturity.
older. Yeah, once he starts getting
Maturity,
mature,
like
and
Ronaldo.
stuff, you play a lot smarter. Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean Ronaldo? Ronaldo still
No,
dives.
Well, yeah, but not like
he does
used to,
drop,
man. It
but
was
he
ridiculous.
used to drop for everything and throw his hands and then once he kind of realized, okay, you know what, like. I'm more than just another player. Like I'm a star. You can't be doing that kind of. You try to fight,
look,
man.
a lot of people say it about Neymar, but
Yeah.
Neymar gets hacked.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look that bad. Like in the World Cup, like his ankle injury.
Oh yeah, dude.
I didn't think it was gonna. Did you see his foot?
Oh
man?
yeah, it was a balloon.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's not that bad."
It's not
Look
that
at his
bad.
foot, it's
He's a diver.
fucked.
He's a diver. Dude, the guy missed
no.
what 3 games?
It's a
that's
sad
not-
reality that diving is a part of the game.
Yeah,
But
It's been a
like,
part of the game.
to me, like okay, Neymar, he gets hacked, he goes down, he dives or whatever it is, but he's actually getting hacked. Theo doesn't really get hacked that bad, man.
Mm-hmm.
And when you actually look at when he goes down, the problem is that in Serie A, these refs actually suck and let players get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Even I'll go and say it, Dybala, he's the master of drawing a foul that doesn't even exist. The amount of times I've seen him against you guys, that guy Vronks, whatever his
I
name is.
don't even know how to pronounce that guy's name.
I don't know how to say it. I just know there's an X there. That guy literally maybe sneezed. Dybala went down. We got a free kick. Now, obviously, I was happy because that free kick led to other things and whatever. But it's just the principle that Serie A, the referees let these players get away with going down so easily.
yeah.
And then you see in other leagues like the Prem.
That's what
guys
I
are
was just
getting
about to
punched
say.
in the
You see
fucking
the
throat.
You see
But
the
that's what I'm saying,
inconsistency
they
right
tell
there.
them,
You
get
watch.
up.
I'll watch a game in the morning of like a Prem game, and like you just see like these guys are like there'll be an actual foul. I'm like, oh, that's a foul, just because like it just common thing is like especially you watch Serie A, you're like, okay, that's a foul. Then they keep playing, you're like, holy fuck, like, the ref let them play. Then another thing, you're like, oh, that's a foul. Nope, the ref let them play again. But then you watch Serie A and literally, dude, the guy fucking sneezes, the guy drops.
I feel like
Goes
this is
over
such
there,
an
free kick.
ongoing topic within like
It is, dude.
our
it's-
podcast.
That's because
and shit
it's
like
bad,
that.
though. It's
fucking-
really,
it's
like,
really
it's-
hard
it's-
to watch.
And like, listen, jokes aside and whatever, banter aside, I do agree. I do think personally that was a handball. I will say it as much as a lot of people will say, how could you say that? His arm
I
was
don't know
attached,"
anybody
or
with a
whatever it
brain
is.
that would say that wasn't a handball.
But that's the thing. Like,
oh, I know someone. Probably an Inter fan.
nah, well, yeah. If we had an Inter fan here,
Yeah.
They'd probably just fight you just
What
to
are
fight you
you
to say it
talking
wasn't.
about? Oh, it happened.
sure, because they get all the fucking calls.
Well, even no, but even the Inter game, the same thing happened to Milan last year to one of those bottom teams where we scored. It was our foul. The referee
was
blew
that the Spezia game?
Spezia.
Yeah.
Spezia game.
Yeah,
we
really
scored
cool. Yeah,
on our own foul, and the referee actually said, "Oh, guys, I'm sorry, my bad." What do you mean, my bad? We ended up tying that game, which
I remember
could have
that actually,
costed a Serie A, like a title.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it didn't. But
Well,
in that moment, actually,
And when that happened,
I think
there were a lot of
Inter and them were close. I think
Yeah,
Inter jumped
I
them
think
after
Inter
that
leaped
game.
yeah,
them
and there was
at
a
that
lot
point.
of Inter fans that go, "Oh well, what are you gonna do?" But
Yeah.
the same thing just happened to Inter this weekend.
Good.
And all the players are running and they're saying, "Oh, what is this? What's wrong now?"
Yeah. Because
You
when,
know
it
what I
happens,
mean?
then
Like-
when it happens to them,
Exactly.
then,
And,
fuck you
and
now.
what
Now
I'm
you
saying,
gotta go
and it's
through
not
it.
about the team I root
No,
for,
no.
or you, or Juve, or whatever.
Yeah. That's
It's
what
just
I
the
mean, dude.
consistency
Yeah.
that if you're gonna call a call and a penalty or whatever it is, or even check it, like Tonali now is missing a game on Friday or Saturday,
that was-
whenever they play, because he was contesting that it was a bit of a penalty. If you're gonna give somebody a yellow card, go give it to Benassier.
I was
that
actually just
took
about to
out-
ask you that.
Yeah, that took out
Pellegrini.
because he wanted to stop the play. Like that's a yellow. That's a legitimate yellow card.
But that's the thing. Benacer was already on a yellow at that point.
Right.
And then he fouled Pellegrini again just so they could stop and actually review the play.
I'm the first that if Benacer gets that foul and they give it to him second yellow and it's a red card, I'm the first guy to say, you're an idiot. You deserved it. And if Roma comes back because we screwed up because of a stupid red card, then we wrote our own destiny.
I was gonna say in that moment, like to me, I was confused because okay, you didn't rule it a penalty shot. You did do that small little review or whatever it even was. I was gonna say I don't even know if they reviewed it fully.
No review.
But you saw that happen. Rather than whatever, they didn't even question Benacer fouling Pellegrini. There wasn't even a stoppage to look at that. And it's like, okay, so you didn't call the pen, so you know Pellegrini was fouled and nothing was even called there. You instead just said it was a throw-in.
I don't
It's
get
like
that.
it's like if you're not calling the pen, then you should maybe be looking at that deliberate foul where he stomped on his fucking ankle, and that should be another yellow card.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I just think the consistency.
And that's what I was just about to say. Like, just even like, dude, I know Milan dropping points, Inter drop yeah, okay, it's beneficial for us.
Yeah, you have
but I
fans
hate,
are
but no,
celebrating deep
no. Honestly, dude, I would never celebrate, like, especially when you watch this shit, because I've gone through it. I've watched the games, and there's been times where it's a clear penalty or something, and the ref doesn't even go and check VAR. That's what's fucking up the league. That's like these refs being how bad they are. It's fucking up the league.
Or going back 5 minutes.
Yeah, like, but
hold on a second. There was a foul 5 minutes ago.
It needs to be. It needs to be consistent.
Oh man.
I know. I
Dude,
remember.
you remember we scored a goal, and they were like,
I think it was against Udinese.
there was a
You guys-
foul. There was a foul at half, so it's actually no goal, and we're gonna go back. We're like,
still
dude,
remember that.
what?
Joe,
Like,
how bad is it though now that your team scores a goal and you're sitting there like this going,
Yeah, you can't
something's
actually-
getting called.
yeah, you can't celebrate.
It's not
Actually,
it's not even good to watch anymore.
even your goal, your first goal, the off the corner kick.
Everybody was waving their hands.
I saw that they reviewed the play or whatever because of a potential offside on Brahim Diaz, who didn't touch the ball or anything. Actually, he was just standing near the ball when it went in. Nothing else.
I'm
and
telling you.
I remember possible offside. I'm like, how are you even reviewing that?
Yeah.
The man literally stood there, put his hands up, let the ball cross the line, and you were reviewing that as a potential offside. How? I was very confused in that moment. I'm like, okay, as much as I wanted it called back because it meant Roma maybe could have stood a chance and came back,
but it made no sense.
but it made no sense.
Yeah.
I was just there like, what the fuck?
But then
is
like,
going
that's
on?
the thing. Like, that's what honestly what I really don't get is sometimes they'll look at like the stupidest things that's the most obvious that like, okay, like, oh yeah, they're checking for a possible handball or checking for this, and you could tell right away it's not a handball or it's not that whatever
Yeah.
they're checking for. But then the ones that it's very obvious that you're like, okay, no, this they're definitely gonna check for sure. Like that was a red card or that's a foul, that's a penalty. They don't go fucking check it.
Yeah.
They just keep playing. No, play on. No.
No, if you think something's up, you should check it right away. It doesn't
that's-
matter if the
that's-
ball's in
dude,
play, if
that's
it's out of
why
play, if
the
it's
only-
even somewhere near.
The only way this kind of will get resolved in a way is you have to give the coaches a challenge, like in football, and you figure out a way that, okay, you know what? Let's say if they challenge a play and it's wrong, you lose a substitution.
Yeah.
Figure out something like that, because at least with that thing, it gives them an option that if they Allegri, let's say for example, thinks that there should be a call, like a penalty or whatever, and the ref saying no and VAR saying no, and he's like, no, I want to double check, or VAR doesn't even get involved yet, they should be able to say, okay, fine, we'll take it, and they go and look at it.
Yeah.
Not just the ref chooses when he wants to look at it, or VAR if VAR calls him. It should be that the coaches should have a chance to, say, I want that looked at again because I think that's a wrong call.
Yeah, I agree. And on the topic of coaches choosing what they want, I'm going to change the subject here now. Bayern Munich's coach decided he wanted Daily Blind.
I joke for a week.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still trying to process this. I was so confused.
It's spelled blind. So it
coach
makes
is
sense.
blind.
Yeah, because
32-year-old.
32 years old. He was just leaving Ajax. And don't get me wrong, I do think he's an industrial player because he could play multiple positions.
Dude, when he left
But
United,
he's
I was
not
like,
good.
okay, like he's retiring at Ajax, like going over there,
Yeah.
back
Guys,
to the Netherlands, retiring.
Watch what happens when he goes to Bayern Munich.
He's going to become
He's going to look like the Hulk.
Oh yeah, no, I don't doubt that he's gonna be D's and look like
Okay, but I need
thing,
to,
like
I
Davies,
honestly,
but
Not
I
even
need to
Davies.
learn Daily. Sorry, not Daily Blind, but that we're talking about Daily Blind. But I need to know Bayern Munich's transfer policy. I
man.
honestly
There is
need to
none.
know because
but they make such weird signings.
even signing Benjamin Pavard when they did, as
Yeah.
much as everyone wants to tell me that was a good signing, he's this,
he
he's that.
banger in the World Cup, and that's it.
That's it. He's actually not a good right back because he's slow. He's not a good center back because he's not good defensively.
Yeah.
So what is he good at? France didn't even start him again.
Yeah, he literally. I
Like,
think he started that. I
he's
think he started that one
useless.
game, scored that goal, and
Who's
like
starting
that's,
on France?
Benjamin Pavard, I'm saying.
Well, but I'm saying, but look
Oh,
at
yeah.
like
in
No,
2018.
now
he
Blind
did a
is
couple
there.
games.
Blind is gonna go play for them.
No, now you got.
he's gonna look like the Hulk.
But dude, I'm telling you, a part of me thinks the only reason that they got Blind was to help Delicto because the guy's stupid and he just probably can't get it
Honestly,
figured.
yeah.
Like, he can't
Who's
figure it out.
stupid? De Ligt?
De Ligt.
Ligt.
What happened to that guy?
Yeah, with the Bayern
Like
Munich,
I went
he
to
just lost.
Juve,
He's
number
blind.
one signing.
He's blind right now. Right?
I was blind. I was blind with that signing, and you know what?
Oh, come on.
My eyes were opened after he left.
But there is another Dutchman that we're gonna talk about today.
which I wasn't surprised about this one.
I kind of am, but we'll get to it. Wout Weghorst.
Yeah.
I could be saying his name completely wrong. It could honestly just be pronounced Wout Weghorst. I don't know. I really don't know. But
You pronounce it the way you want to.
yeah,
buddy.
exactly. I do whatever I want. He is now on Man U's radar. Currently playing on Besiktas.
After those goals, man, in the World Cup, you knew that someone was as a depth guy. You knew someone was going to go after him.
The only reason why I see this deal somewhat making sense is because, for multiple reasons. It makes sense because, the Glazers are trying to sell Man U.
Yeah.
So why would they splash huge money right now in a January transfer market? But in saying that, they want the value to stay up. And what makes the value stay up is if Man U finishes in a Champions League spot or somewhere relevant or whatever it is. So you're going to try to get a quick fix striker.
Yeah.
But my question to both you guys is he the solution? Because Ten Hag's even come out and said it's too much of a workload for Martial right now.
Yeah.
He's too tired. That's why they have to sub him out. He came back from injury, blah, 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 blah.
You know what I feel? I feel that if you're linked to Manchester United, your career is officially over.
Damn.
Because
I was kind of expecting something else, but okay, continue.
that organization, that team is done. And it shows a lot of players that go to Man U lately, like it's like a puzzle piece that's just falling apart. You just can't pick up the pieces. And I personally don't like Man U for this reason, because everybody that goes to Man U explodes. Like they think that they're going to have their career years and they end up doing absolutely jack shit.
Yeah.
With a lot
Especially
of the
recently,
players.
yeah.
So Martial, I don't think he's tired. I think he just sucks. So you bring him to Man U.
Damn.
Ronaldo was finished. He left Juve, which was the stupidest thing he could have done because he was actually relevant there,
Yeah,
scoring
that is true.
36 goals. I want to go to the Premier League. Dude, you can barely run in Serie A. You're going to go to the Premier League?
I don't know what he thought.
Okay,
he was gonna,
go
he's
to
not
Man
that
U.
good.
Go to a team that you're gonna fail. Just go. I feel that like in hockey, which is an example, when players go to the Buffalo Sabres, they are literally ending their careers there because that's what happens. So I feel like Manchester United is that team. So best of luck to this guy.
So Mayer is clearly anti Wout Weghorst to Man U
Yeah.
because it's gonna kill. He is 30 years old. So
Okay, look, I agree with what he's saying. Like I don't like Man U, especially in like the last ever since Fergie left,
Naughty.
has just been
Class.
like they haven't tried building up the club. Like everyone that's gone there and said it, like the training facility is outdated. Like everything is old in that place and falling apart. Like they haven't put any money into the club. All they care about is putting money into their pockets. They'll spend the money on the players, but they don't give a fuck about the actual training and like what goes behind it. They don't care about that.
They also go after players that don't fit a system.
Oh no, I know.
They just go inside the name. Available. Oh, let's pick him up. Oh, Ronaldo's available. Oh, let's pick him up. But they're not building.
The name gets a little bit hyped, like Sancho. Name's hyped up, whatever. Okay, let's go get on it. He's English. Let's go get him.
How much?
What has he done? He doesn't fit in the thing. He's considered a flop because you overspent on him and you're not playing him the way you should be playing him, the way he's been playing at Dortmund. That's why you're not getting the best out of him. I do think the move will be good. I think if it actually does go through and Weghorst does go there, I think especially Ten Hag will get the best out of him. And like I feel like those like Dutch players will just like, especially with a Dutch coach, will do like anything for them, and you'll get the best out of them in that scenario.
Here's a prime example. Fast. Harry Maguire.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
He was never
Hold
good.
on. Wait. World Cup. He played actually a really good World Cup.
I think I know where he's going with this.
Okay.
I agree so far. Yeah.
Manchester United. That guy can't even kick a beach ball. He sucks.
Well, beach balls are hard to hit.
Not
sometimes.
really. He, buddy,
too much power.
Listen, he sucks on Man U. He can't do nothing right. Actually. He scores in his own net.
He doesn't even know how to make a simple 7-yard pass to Luke Shaw.
But look at him in the World Cup, though.
Yeah.
He was actually doing things that are like, dude, is this guy? That's Harry Maguire. Like, example right there. You go to Man U.
But hold on. But up until that World Cup, no one really like knew, unless you like were a fan of that. He was on Leicester at the time, right?
Yeah.
No one really knew of Harry Maguire. Like he wasn't like oh my God, like yo, this guy you gotta watch out for.
Until TikTok.
Then he got obviously Harry Maguire. With that, between that and like the whole that meme of him talking to his lady over there.
Oh yeah. So I just scored a world.
Yeah, I just scored a world. No big deal. It's no thing. But other than that, like that's where he started getting his name, whatever. And then he built that hype and he sold for what 80 mil.
Yeah.
And I obviously again, Man U's a fucking shit run facility, but I do think that 85 mil ruined him because you saw, dude, he wasn't good, but he wasn't that bad. But you look when he plays, like when he's passing it back, like he looks so fucking scared. Like he looks like, yo, I'm the captain of this team. I'm worth 80 mil. I can't fuck up, and like he lets it get to him, and he fucks up more than ever before. And that's what I think ruined him. Not the fact that he's a shit player, because he is. He's maybe worth 10 to 15, but you're gonna get like honestly, he's like a Mancini on Roma.
Yo, relax.
But listen, dude. If that like he's good now, but imagine that guy got a transfer of like 80 mil to like Juve or to like Milan. I guarantee he would flop.
Well, it's because
guaranteed.
It's what we talked about last week with how prices also insinuate expectations.
100%.
80 mil. Another defender that went for 80 mil is Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah.
You compare the two trajectories of the players and their paths and whatever they did. Van Dijk here, Maguire, you can't even go low enough, and I'm short already.
And Van Dijk will still get shit on because of like, oh, he doesn't actually defend. He kind of waits and makes the first guy go back. People will find excuses for him.
Yeah.
He's still good. I think he's still not close, not worth that much, but he's up there. Maguire's not really even close to that.
Maguire, I never thought was anything good. I thought he was a great aerial presence, and he works in the English game very well.
10 to 20 mil max.
Yeah.
is what
I think he's
what
better than
worth.
what he seems to be because of where he is.
I also think he's a scapegoat for a lot of the defensive woes Man U
There are some
has.
players that just can't play for big clubs.
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
It gets to their head, and they
The
can't
pressure.
perform.
They can't deal with the pressure.
And then imagine that too. You're that plus your price tag plus now they give you the captain ban. Like
plus you're wearing that jersey.
it's a lot. It's a lot. No, but it's a dude. Even like Pogba for the last 5 years when he was there, he was a scapegoat for everything.
Oh yeah, well,
something would go wrong. Oh, Pogba, no,
that was also like down to like coaches also just like using Pogba as a scapegoat. Like Mourinho, I love Mourinho still, but
I don't know. I think this guy could have went somewhere else, to be honest with you. But
where else
we'll see.
Where else are you really gonna?
Well,
go?
realistically,
Ajax.
he's on loan from Besiktas. From Burnley to Besiktas. So if this deal is even gonna fall through,
he's so desperate though. He wants to pay out his own contract.
That's what I mean. He wants to pay out his
Man
contract
U.
with Burnley. So then Man U needs to only exercise the 10 million option to buy that was set for him.
Yeah, of course he's gonna want to buy.
And
for Burnley, anything's a step
for me.
up.
It goes back to actually what you said with like, it's a matter of a Dutch coach being there. Yeah. Frankie de Jong was almost convinced to go to Man U as well. Why? Because Ten Hag. wants to be reunited. De Ligt was heavily linked with Man U.
Yeah,
Why?
he almost went
Ten
there.
Hag, his baby angel. Cody Gakpo was also a name on it. Tyler Malacia. He's played maybe 47 minutes, that guy.
Oh, he's been playing actually recently.
Okay, recently, yes, but I'm saying
He's,
like,
he's actually like
he's a
pretty
good player.
fucking
I
man.
do think he's a good player, but what convinced him more to go to Man U?
Obviously,
Dutch connection,
Ten Hag.
Ten Hag, whatever. Donny van de Beek, I'm still waiting for his him to somewhat do something.
Yeah, I
Because I
know.
love Donny van de Beek. He's so cute. He celebrates before he scores.
I for him I always
Come to Roma.
that's where he's better off at. I don't think he's kind of like me.
Where,
for
at
like
Roma?
yeah.
I'd take him in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think he
Throw
would
him
like
anywhere in
you
the
would
midfield,
look,
I'm
you would look
cooking
like
him.
fucking De Bruyne on Roma.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't. Relax. Wait till Gini Wijnaldum comes back. Gonna be crazy. They have a crazy chance
So
for
who are they
him.
gonna bench? Cristante?
Ooh,
Can't bench the king.
Canadian, buddy.
Can't bench the king, dude. Nah, you bench. I don't know. We can't talk about that though, because then I'll be
Zaniolo?
talking. No, yeah, okay. Relax with that.
Whatever.
I'm still Team Zaniolo. Every Roma fan has turned on Zaniolo, and I just want to make this little quick thing before I talk about someone else. I just want to say this: I still think Zaniolo has a ceiling that he could still potentially reach. I know he is injury plagued. I know whatever, and everyone's gonna attack me for saying that. But I still think he's a good player, and he's one of those impact players.
Yes.
You see the attention he draws from other teams.
Can I just interrupt 1 second? I feel like he has a high ceiling, higher ceiling, but I feel like he's reached his ceiling at Roma, and he needs to make that step now.
Yes, but
Like
no.
he's almost. You don't want him to stay too long because he's gonna plateau.
Yeah, I do agree. I think like unless Roma improves on a European level and even domestic level in like their ambitions and whatever, I will agree with that statement 100,000%. But given where he is mentality wise and like everywhere Roma is, I think right now it's still ideal for him because Roma's trying to grow, he's trying to grow. And his mental state sucks.
But look
Roma's
at the
mental state
look at
fucking
the style.
sucks.
You guys are a defensive simulator for majority of the game, and just rely on what counterattacks.
Yeah.
and set pieces.
Yeah, I agree. I hate that part
Like
of
it's
us.
not like he's not gonna shine. Like, obviously, like you expect him. You know those moments of just take the ball and just go, but a certain style of it, you're playing it one way. It doesn't fit him.
You could
There's
also
only so
make
much
the,
you can
you could
do.
also make the statement under Di Francesco and Fonseca, he had more of this free flow and attack, right?
Because at that point,
Because that
Roma
was their
didn't
style,
Roma
though.
didn't care about Roma accepted. We're gonna let goals in.
Yeah.
let's just let it happen.
Yeah.
We gotta perfect our attack. Now Mourinho's like, no, we gotta defend. We gotta.
But that's the thing. You saw under those two coaches, and then his injuries came along. Right now, I feel like this tactic is best suited for him because it's not as pressure. There's not a lot of pressure on him in the attack right now with this whole counterattack.
Yeah.
Because a counterattack, it either works or it doesn't. When you're playing possession-based football, which Fonseca and Di Francesco were trying to do, it becomes more of a, if you even forfeit possession half of the time, you ruined everything we had because we're a high-flying team. This, I don't know. I still have faith in him. I still trust him. I still think he could be something decent for us. Maybe our savior. Probably not because Pellegrini's there.
I still think he leaves.
And
He leaves-
King
he leaves and
Cristante's there. Don't
He
worry.
leaves
All
then,
is
and
fine.
then he'll make that
You
jump.
want to make a bet, Joel?
He's gonna go to Milan, or you?
I don't want to make a bet.
No, let's make a
with
bet.
you. I don't want to make a bet.
I will
with
bet
you. I don't
you
wanna
he
talk.
will not finish the year.
What do you mean? He's gonna get injured again?
He 100%.
No. Soon,
Oh no, it's-
dude,
what
you're gonna
happened?
see. You're gonna see.
Elon Musk made him some new knees.
Yeah.
Ma,
You see that
please.
little thing that they did in Vegas about them traveling in circles to avoid traffic? Elon Musk did that. He did something crazy for
please.
Zaniolo. Watch. To avoid injuries this time. A front
Best
three
of
of
luck, man.
Chiesa, Moiskin, and then Zaniolo.
You went to the same voodoo doctor as Pogba.
Yeah. Casting spells.
Maybe Zaniolo should go to Man U.
No, okay, relax. We don't want him
don't want
to
to kill his
retire.
career
Yeah,
and
I was going to
retire?
say, his career's already 50-50 in everyone's eyes. We don't
Maybe
need him
he'll
to
be the
fully
savior
die.
over
If anything,
there.
Lukaku should go back there, man.
The scenes when Zaniolo
that'd be a
goes-
perfect team.
Zaniolo goes
Don't
to
even
Man U.
bring up the name Lukaku at this podcast, please.
No, Lukaku actually.
That
sucks.
guy's a
I
waste
hate
of
him.
air.
I hate him.
Dude,
Buddy.
he'd be perfect for Man U, man.
That
Both-
guy
both shit.
is garbage.
Oh yeah.
Garbage.
Now I don't want to get too far caught up. Yeah, whatever the word is. Caught up. I want to mention something quickly. I want to talk about Joao Felix, who was linked with Man U again, and
wait.
linked with Arsenal.
Everyone's linked with Man U.
Done
Linked
deal.
with Milan.
And Milan. I actually didn't know that part.
Yeah.
Only Milan
not gonna
fans
lie.
knew on that one.
No. He was because Leao was. If he
No,
didn't
no,
sign,
If Leao, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But
That's still up in the air.
I'd rather have Leao though.
That'll take
Chelsea came, swooped in, and now there is loan with. There's no concrete thing about an option to buy, obligation to buy. All we know right now is loan for 11 mil. And there's already a verbal agreement in place with Joao Felix and Atletico Madrid for him to go to Chelsea. Now, why, or I'm not going to ask why, actually. Is this the right deal for Chelsea? That's what I want to know. Given the fact that they have no midfield, everyone's aging or injured. Their defense, they have no replacement for Reece James. Koulibaly is no longer Koulibaly. He kind of sucks.
He's been kind of bad.
Thiago Silva can only do so much. And then what else do they have on defense? Nothing.
Because that dude, they're at that point that now they have to start getting rid of that deadwood, all those old guys, bring in some youth, but you also just can't bring in a whole young team and hope for the best.
But is Joao Felix a good
honestly,
resolution start?
I do think he is something that they're missing, and that I think he will do good on Chelsea. But I don't think that's like the first thing that like they should be like looking at right now, because considering like what we were saying, what their team is. But I think they're also waiting till the end of the season. Like I know Jorginho, he's done at the end of like his contract's done at the end of the season. His contract's done at the end of the season. I'm not sure if Thiago's signed for one more season or if he's done as well. But like you have these guys done at the end of the season, then I feel like they're gonna start because they don't want to bring in guys. You're gonna have all these guys there, and then for what? I feel like they're going to kind of bring in because they need an attacker. They don't have a fucking proper striker right now. Like they're relying on Havertz.
Felix is that guy?
I do. He is, man.
No,
Atletico is ruining. Atletico's ruining him. I think he will play better in the Prem.
They signed Fofana.
Mm-hmm.
They signed Andre Santos. Both young, up and coming players. You don't know what you're going to get. Not established in a major league, whatever. But they also signed Nkunku, who to me has the exact same playing style as Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
And Joao Felix. Joao Felix isn't a killer in front of goal. He's not your number 9. He's not your striker.
You know Andre Silva.
But Kai is probably going to get sold.
Joao Felix?
Yeah.
Andre Silva is more of a finisher though than Joao Felix, I would say.
Well,
as a proper number 9.
Force.
Oh yeah.
As an attacking force.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like I feel like
Havertz is probably going to be gone too.
Okay,
apparently,
but then
I was reading Bayern Munich's interested in him.
You still have Fofana, Santos, and Nkunku, who's confirmed.
Yeah,
and
those guys are coming in the summer. And Nkunku's signed, but he's not coming to the summertime.
It's a loan.
That's what I mean. Like
option to buy.
That's why I feel like they're just doing this now just to fill the gap right now. Because dude, they're like
fill the gaps in other spots.
But dude, they're like in mid-table right now. They need a guy they need a goal scorer. They need a guy that's going to score goals.
Yes,
they figure he's young. He can do the job. I mean, it's a filler. It's not an obligation.
And
to
like right now, dude, who's available? And like for the price,
January markets are hard.
It's hard, man.
No, I agree.
If they want to go, let's say, you know what? They're like, you know what? For our attack, we're gonna go for Leao. They have to buy. They have to spend big money on him right now. They can't like Milan's not gonna even listen to like a loan offer, a loan with obligation. No. Milan, if they're gonna get rid of him, they want to sell him. They don't want to do anything with like other than that.
Yeah.
So for them, Chelsea knows that's going to be too difficult to deal with.
Like
so
it's a band-aid right now.
Right, that's what it is, and that's why I think it's a good band-aid because as you know what, the loan, like with the fee and everything, it's not that bad.
I'm gonna disagree with that statement because I agree with you guys that they don't have a striker right now. Those deals are coming in the summertime. You need a band-aid right now. Okay, I understand, but you also have to me, your season's lost. You're not
really.
No, you're not finishing in first, so you're trying to compete for top 4. You also have to remember, though, you have Broha, you have Aubameyang, you have decent enough players that could maybe get you to that top 4 spot. Getting Joao Felix, who it's not like he's in the peak of his like form-wise, he's not doing very well because he's riding pine. Now you're gonna get this guy, and you're gonna hope he explodes all of a sudden. A guy that's barely played. Young blood. Okay, you have Broha. Broha's scored and more Premier League proven.
Hey, this can just show that sometimes, you know, we talked about it before, when you sell,
it might not happen.
When you sell,
it still may not happen. It could still flop.
When you sell to an American, sometimes they don't have the best knowledge and they just kind of go and spend. And you're kind of seeing that now, man. Chelsea went from a Champions League winning team to now, like, dude, you like watching them play. Like, I can't believe this is like pretty much the same Chelsea.
Yeah, no, it's true. Literally,
they're a mid-table team right now. They're closer to the bottom of the getting relegated than the top.
Yeah,
like Chelsea. From where they were 2 years ago, like the end of final. That's fucking
dude.
Insane.
I just think they need to address other positions if they even want to, like, they want to compete for a top 4 spot. It's not going to be a thing where because we have a new striker, this 5-star striker or whatever, he's going to be crazy for us. No, you have no right back. Azpilicueta is playing as your right wing back, and he's a slug. I think he's a great player. I respect
he's
Azpilicueta.
and that guy was done a
but
couple
he's
years
genuinely a slug.
Yeah.
Thiago Silva is your only competent center back. You're playing with the 3-man backline. Koulibaly is absolutely atrocious right now, which is sad to say because he was one of Serie A's
I thought
best
he was going to
defenders.
do very well.
I thought so too.
He started off well. He scored that goal, like I think a second game in. Everyone's like, "Oh, Cooley Daddy."
Yeah.
And like now, like he's
But there's clearly a reason why
been
he never left
very bad.
Napoli
Yeah.
in the peak of his career because he probably just didn't even trust himself.
he got
to be
comfortable.
well.
He was comfortable. He was
Yeah.
comfortable doing what he had to do, and like he did it amazingly.
I
He
don't get
perfected it.
players like that though. You know, they're comfortable, they're on top of the world, and they mess up their career like
said it-
this. You know, like
But you're saying like to leave?
to leave. I mean, you're comfortable. You're the all star.
I know, but it's
everything.
it's like that. You know, it's like that once in a lifetime opportunity. It's like, you know, it's Chelsea. Like it is a big name, especially like when you're a player and like that team
100%.
comes
No, I
at you
get
and
it.
like you're like, hey, fuck. Like if I don't do this now, I might never get the chance to go.
This isn't 8 Mile. You don't
No.
seize the opportunity.
Okay, but Joe,
at
but you're making it-
31 years of age.
Why not?
You're already getting paid. Like not,
Yeah, but
okay,
you're
not
never.
retired,
But
sorry,
what has
but
he won in his last 10 years with Napoli?
And what's he gonna win with
So
Chelsea?
hold on. So
You never. They just
So
2 years ago.
Napoli-
2 years ago, they won a Champions League. So you kind of hope, you know what? Hey, these guys here, they are a step up. Let me go to them. Maybe I can win the
Yeah.
Champions League. Maybe I can win the Premier League. Maybe I can win my first league trophy.
I think it was just poor money spent.
you know what
It
I
was
think?
And
because
I
the
think
Americans
they should have looked at someone else.
At the end of the day, I think honestly, when you unite a locker room, doesn't matter what sport you play, you can win. Anything.
Yeah. That I'll agree with too.
Anything. I'm not in it for money, or you can have all the talent in the world. Like you saw PSG in the Champions League last year.
Even this year.
Honestly,
so, well, we don't know about
you
this
look
one
at a
still.
lot of championship winning teams like Chelsea. Chelsea, when they won, they had a good team, okay? They didn't have a great team.
No, not at all.
Their team wasn't better than City.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But they had a team that was united. The same like when Milan won the Scudetto, they had a good team. Honestly, on paper, they didn't have the best team.
Yeah,
they
well,
had a good team.
Because who was Kalulu,
Pioli
you know? Like,
united that team. Ibra was there giving them, hyping them up.
Mm-hmm.
So I really feel that, if they're going after Felix, there's a reasoning for it. But honestly, uniting a team is what it's at, I think.
I think they need a proper coach too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
no,
know
that's
they-
what,
Grandpa.
but
Yeah. No
even a
offense to him.
even a proper coach to unite them, because
Yeah.
once you're in it, anybody
That's
can
why
win
I
it.
feel like Tuchel was that guy. Like he was the perfect guy for that. Like
He's a good
he
coach.
didn't care. He
love
wanted
Tuchel,
things
man.
like his way, and he wanted everybody to be on the same page.
He would be the
everybody
perfect
to be
guy
a family,
to keep them out of the slump.
keep them united.
Honestly, yeah.
But
Even Argentina, look at Argentina in the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
On
fucking
paper,
owner.
Scaloni's not even, no offense to him, prior to that, his resume was
What
literally
is
what?
what?
Coaching the under 23
Yeah.
for Argentina?
and he was the one that won the Copa America, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
did you
Look at
see
this
those
guy.
those videos of them in the locker room?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
united that team was.
Yeah.
and you
But
have
that-
France, Brazil.
That's what-
those
that's what-
are powerhouse
Oh,
teams.
But that's
France
what I
on
said.
paper was
That's
disgusting.
what I
Even their
said.
third team was fucking unreal.
Yeah.
You saw from when Argentina lost that World Cup, that team was not united. That team, I feel like those guys, because they came up with Messi at that time, they didn't like. They still wanted to be that star. They didn't want it to just be like, they almost got greedy because they're like, oh, I don't want it to just be Messi. Now he's playing with guys that all looked up to Messi and all watched Messi
There was
playing,
yeah.
and they wanted to all play for him and win for
Yeah.
him, and that's what united them.
There was a common
There was a
goal.
You
lot of
saw
problems in
completely-
Argentina.
Oh,
though.
yeah. With the teams before?
with the management. Not only the team, but the management, the actual in Argentina.
Oh,
there
yeah,
was
I know.
problems. Messi left. Remember, he
Yeah,
retired.
he retired
from
twice.
International. Yeah,
Twice.
So there was a lot of problems there. So now you saw how united they
That's
were.
what I mean. And from that Copa America, I said after that, I'm like, man, this Argentina team could win the World
But
Cup.
even-
The way
like-
they played together and for Messi.
Even Juve or Roma or whoever the team is, like Juve is going on this streak now. They're not going on this streak because they're a powerhouse team.
No.
They're going on this streak because they learned how to grow and play together. They
yeah.
play
Be
for
a-
each other
to be a family,
It's like it's a
exactly.
brotherhood, is what it is. So, and it's hard to break a brotherhood, right?
But if you don't have
I,
that,
mean, I know
it's-
that wasn't a topic, but I wanted
no,
to bring
no,
that
but
up.
no, but it is true.
Well, it just ends off with that. I know it's not a topic. but-
It is true, and like that can be the complete difference, man. Like you said, in any sport, look at perfect example: Toronto Raptors, 2019.
Oh, perfect example.
Did they have a
No,
team to
they
win the
did not
championship?
no.
Nope.
No,
I just
that
want to
team
know
was
how the
united.
fuck we're
No,
a
no,
soccer
but I'm
podcast.
saying-
we talked
no,
about.
but
I'm saying
but
it's
it's in every sport.
Everything.
No, I
it works
know,
in
yeah.
everything. You fucking idiot. Fucking don't ever do that again.
Wow, that was kind of fucked up. Now my knowledge is insulted. My intelligence is insulted.
Unbelievable.
Oh, like always.
On that note, I'm
on
done.
that note,
We
we're
give
gonna
Joe
end
a
things
little
off
bit of
because
freedom.
I
That's
need
what
to
happens
be
when you give Joe too much
free
freedom.
from this podcast right now. So on
okay.
that note, guys,
Yeah, no, that for sure. Joe's gonna be off the podcast.
wait, I heart you.
Oh, shut up, guys! If you haven't already, don't forget to
Number one
follow
fans.
us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at Ultras11. And other than that, thank you, Mario, for joining us.
No problem.
We'll
Boys.
see you next week, guys.
Sounds good.
Ciao.